Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Hey, Raven. How are you? How's it going? Out here partying in West Branch, Michigan. Hey, I can't have a chat with you. How are you? It's warming up, actually. It was colder earlier. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving, I hope? Just got done doing some videos and going through some old stuff. Hey, Katie. Check in. Hey, Greg. Well, Chicago, yeah, I lived down there for 13 years. See the old Michigan Avenue Magnificent Miles falling apart. Hey, Flower Fairy. I couldn't have been down there at a better time in Chicago. I moved there in '98. It was really going on. It was great. Hi, Belinda. It's good. I went down and saw a friend of mine in Ann Arbor, and I came back home. I didn't know it, but they go to bed at 7:30, and I thought there's no way in hell I'm staying around here if they go to bed at 7:30. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Hey, T-Top. Doing pretty well, actually. Yeah, doing pretty well. There was lots of crime there then, but the Magnificent Mile was their golden egg, and they made sure that there were a lot of undercover cops, police presence, bikes, horses, cop cars, and now, boy, the cops are even warning people not to go down there after dark. Crazy. Hey, Gertie, how are you? So I'm glad I'm out of there. I was down there, like I said, it was great. The water tower was packed. I used to eat that California Pizza Kitchen all the time. I spent literally thousands of hours in that Borders books. Virgin Records had a beautiful store down on Michigan Avenue. You could sit up. It was great to go up there during a snowstorm, drink a coffee. I had some great times in Chicago. I was there a good almost 13 years. Used to walk over the Navy Pier 2, 3 in the morning, do photography, and just great. Used to go down to Lindell AC's, get a hamburger. Rob, yesterday, really? Where? Where at? Yeah, that area is in trouble down there. I don't really understand that either. I mean, it's they're getting it. It's like everywhere now, right? You're getting it from all angles. You're getting it from the middle class disappearing. You're getting it from retail getting forced out of business, not being able to pay expensive rent. You got it from COVID problems. It's just a bad time to, things are changing. Hey, Hildy, what do you think about Maddie's channel? To be honest with you, I knew Maddie from, I don't know what I've known her, 3, 4 years now, something like that. It's like anything, right? You go down there. I thought I was being a good guy I've told everybody, you don't need to go through me. Start your own channel. If some people want to help you, and I did it with good intentions. I mean, everybody wants to talk about Maddie, but they don't want to talk about people like Sherry and Tassie. But that's just the way society is nowadays. So for as many people that are disappointed in the way Maddie's channel has turned out, they don't have a thing to say about someone that's doing what you're trying to say you'd like Maddie to do. I mean, believe me, I wish the best for Maddie. But it's like everybody down there that's no longer alive. What can you do? I mean, what do you do? Just go around ignoring everybody? It could have just as easily went the Tassie or Sherry way. So to answer your question, I wish the best for her. I'm never going to badmouth them or turn my back on them. If they needed something, I would do it. People don't need to tune into her channels. People don't need to send her money. That's all you need to do if you don't agree with what's going on. Mind your own business and don't send her any money and go do something else. That's what I think about it. Boy, you gotta give Revelations. Whoever wrote Revelations an A+. I would agree with that, Greg. I mean, I'm not religious, but I've read a lot of the Bible, and, and Revelations, whether you're a Christian or whether you're not, they really nailed it. Yeah, I like Tassie. What is this guy's? What does this say? This guy with the question mark. I don't even know what that says. Does that say "suck it"? Because if it does, I'm gonna block him. Hey, Faye. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you know. Well, I mean, that's speculation. I mean, but what am I supposed to do about it? I'll tell you from time to time, I have had a conscience attack. And if you've been around a while, you certainly know that there's people that are no longer around that, I got to know. And there have been a couple instances where I contacted people that are related or good friends with Maddie. And I just said, hey, look, any ideas? And basically, to be honest with you, they're all kind of ostracized from her, and they don't have anything to do with her. So basically, I mean, anybody that's extended the olive branch and tried to help has been kind of not had their phone calls returned. Let me tell you, she's an adult, and it's baby steps. I mean, Becky still has a drug problem, but she's not working the streets, which arguably is an improvement. Look, it's the nature of the beast. You get down there, you will have, you better have thick skin. Why would Guy lie? I mean, who knows? I don't know why he would. Probably because he feels like it. He's God. Oh, Revelation, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, honestly, messing around with my own channel. By the time I delete messages and approve messages and upload videos and upload other videos that I had to edit because there was drug talk, I don't have time to go around and watch channels like I would otherwise. Well, that actually, I wasn't feeling too good, and I haven't been down around that area. I can't tell you that. I hope around the holidays pretty soon. I just honestly haven't felt like going down there. I just haven't felt that great. But you will see one. No, I have not heard from Jana. Wendy, I'll probably never hear from. Jamie, which Jamie are you talking about? Ebony, I have no idea what she's doing. No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's I'm telling you, when you do that down there, and I didn't know anything getting into it, and I'm not so certain that I know a hell of a lot more now, other than it's a low batting average. It's you wish the best for them, but you look at Sweet Pea, you look at Raven, you look at Angel, Monica, Stephanie, Penny. What can I say? I mean, minus kidnapping somebody, you just got to hope for the best, which I know is a slim reality. Yeah, she passed away too. Yeah, overdosed. Yeah, I do try and help, but I mean, it's like people get sad at funerals, happy at birthday parties, right? It's just the way it is. If you've got a brain cell firing, you get conditioned with certain behaviors based on the event. And if you're a normal person, I'm not saying I am, and you get out into the world and people that you're interviewing that you enjoyed talking to are dying left and right at a young age, it's not a good feeling. Oh, I don't doubt that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah, a lot of hepatitis C, syphilis, HIV, you name it. I don't have a problem giving them money because I give it to them with good intentions. And, all these experts out here that think they know where the money goes, I'm sure some of it goes for drugs, but I know I've watched them what they've spent it on. I gave Becky $1,000 a couple of months, and I know exactly what she spent it on. She spent it on 2 months behind rent and 2 cell phone bills. Hey, not. It is a horrible life. Absolutely, it definitely is, for sure. They just somewhere along the way, and it's hard to identify. It's like asking somebody, when did you first become depressed? You can have situational depression where, a spouse dies or you lose a child. And then it just kind of like can subtly seep into, your behavior, and you're trying to pinpoint when it exactly happened and you can't do it. It's sneaky, Hey, Frisky. So I'll tell you the good news is, though, I mean, YouTube is, cracking down on a lot of things, as you can tell by a lot of the videos I've re-uploaded, minus the drug talk. But I can tell what they're doing, and if you look at some of these channels that all they do is gossip and talk bad about people, that their activity is heading way down. I can tell you exactly why, because YouTube, I think they put these specialist teams on these channels, and if enough of them get reported from enough people, they're just going to make sure that their videos are their replays are not going to be recommended. And once you're not recommended by YouTube, you're done. You could have the best content in the world, and if nobody knows about it, I mean, I learned my lesson. Believe me, they came down hard on me with the drug talk. And the irony of that is that talk was okay for years, and they supported those videos and they recommended them to people. But on this last probably 6 months of really coming down heavy, they don't screw around. Hey, Rita, how you doing? So, it's a private company and they can do what they want. And if they don't want drug talk, which they don't, then you better quit doing it, which I've done. But I'm trying to salvage the old videos that I had. And, it's not the same, other than if I decide that I'm just never going to make a penny on this video, like I did with the young 22-year-old kid 2 days ago. There's sometimes where the drug talk is so related to the 15 or 20-minute conversation that if you cut that out, you might as well not upload the video. And I thought for a young 20-year-old kid, he had quite a bit of stuff to say and had a pretty keen take on life for being such a young person. So I just went ahead and killed my own video at the start. I said it involved drug talk, it involved abuse, all the things that they don't want. And sure enough, rather than be on pins and needles and wondering if they're going to give me a warning for doing that, I just canned my own chances of any success right out of the chute, guaranteeing that I would never make a penny, which I'm fine with. Yeah, that's exactly right, Raymond. It's true. Yeah, yeah. Oh, seriously, no kidding, Mike. Yeah, the kook channels they're already starting to falter, and they've realized that a lot of these people, you could tell with some of them, that once they got comfortable and cocky and they thought the sky was the limit with their nonsense, well, that might have worked in the old days. And that's the same thing I've got into it with YouTube about before. Here you're worried about someone talking about a drug issue and how to trying to rectify it and getting out of a lifestyle. But you'll recommend videos to people telling them that I'm a stalker and a rapist and a murderer and not do a fucking thing about it. No, I wouldn't say that. Oh, are you kidding? Just go look up Chosen One. There's probably 20 of them out there. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, well, the good news is they're gonna die a slow death. You watch their numbers, pay attention to their numbers because those channels are not gonna grow. They've already been tagged as exactly what YouTube doesn't want. And they may get a few subscribers here, lose a few, get a few, but these people are marked channels. They're going nowhere. Yeah, I had a good one. I went down to Ann Arbor and visited a friend of mine, came back. Yeah. I mean, I did it just because I thought it was interesting. And I'll do the same thing. It's just now, other than the 120-year-old, I mean, I asked him if they had substance abuse problems. And to tell you the truth, before I even started asking them questions, I tell them right out of the chute, I don't want to get into any drug talk. If you say, yeah, I had some substance abuse problems, I don't want to know about them. Just yes or no is good enough. You have a good time doing it. I like doing it. This is fun. Oh yeah, Daisy had a good time. They actually love Daisy. All three people said if I ever get rid of Daisy, they'd take her in a minute. They really enjoyed her. She has come so far as a dog. She was on her back, like she rolls in the grass on a nice day. She had a good time. There was a beagle down there and a couple cats. There were two people that picked her up and held her and gave her a kiss on the face. I couldn't believe it. And she was cool with it, but it was a good time. And Davy, I don't really worry about her biting people anymore. Yeah, she had a really good time there. Slept like a rock when we got home. They don't like that. I don't. No, I don't take her to dog parks. No, only because first of all, there aren't any around here, and I got so many good places to take her here now. Hey, Mark, how you doing? And I honestly, I mean, I don't really want to take the chance about some dog getting aggressive with her. It's just not worth it for me to go to a dog park. I would try and take the other dog on. I would try to kill it for sure. I don't let that happen. If there's a big dog, you watch some of my videos in the past, I'll pick Daisy up. And yeah, I mean, I would not allow that to happen. She's a great dog. She came up to me, and everybody, we were talking, sitting in the living room. She had to go to the bathroom. She came up to me and scratched my shoe with her paw. I knew she wanted to go out. So she went out. I opened the door. She took off. Never been there before. Went out in the yard. Went to the bathroom. Ran up 2 flights of stairs. Came back in. Jumped up. It's like, man, I can't believe that dog does that. It's like, yeah, I know, me either. Oh yeah. Well, I would say I would trust her completely now. Yeah, she is a long way, but it took a long time. But I know what's funny. There was one guy there she really warmed up to. She wanted to kind of play with him. Yeah, it's interesting how she sizes people up. Yeah, I don't let that happen. I don't put her in that kind of predicament. Oh, good for you. Don't like that. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty careful about that. Anything like deep water, or like even when I'm messing around in the kayak or something, if there isn't a good exit strategy, I'm never going to put her in a predicament where, there's a couple times I haven't taken her, and that is because, say, the worst scenario, I tip over, and there's places that I go out down near that Nyanquing, where the duck hunting is, that you couldn't really tell which way shore is. It's kind of like it's got a lot of like those reeds growing up. It's not like you fall out and you see shore and you swim to it. I mean, I know where it's at, but as a dog, it just looks like a big grass field and you wouldn't know which way to go. And I worry about, like, if I had the worst scenario, if I had a heart attack or tipped over and she fell out and just swam the wrong way. So I don't take her. Hey, Jabo, how you doing? Yeah. And now the water's cold. The water's down in the 40s. I mean, there's a likely chance that, if I did it, I would stay around shore. But 40 degrees, you don't last long in water like that. It's not even very long before you can't move your arms and legs. In older people, you get that cold water shock. There's a likelihood they could have a heart attack right out of the chute. I fell through the ice 2 times as a kid, and one time to jump in to get a dog. And I can remember all 3 times like they happened yesterday. I was probably like 15, 16, 18. And all 3 times I can remember it taking the breath out of me. It felt like an elephant sat on your chest. It's just like they explain it, cold water shock. But at that age, who cares, you know? But I can remember that like a big deal. Like that is a super huge shock to your nervous system. Well, they don't want you using, they don't want you talking about drugs, legal or illegal anymore. So that's why you see these uploaded videos. So if anybody sees a video and you're pissed that you didn't, get the whole explanation of whatever the situation is, just look around and you'll find the one that they basically demonetized. That's what I'm trying to do now. If there's a video and you get pissed that you listen to it because you didn't catch it the first time, and you think, well, there's just too much of the conversation missing, just look around in the interviews, the playlist, and you'll see the thumbnail of that same person. Just click on that one because that video is up in its entirety and it hasn't been edited. So basically, for now, you'll see 2 versions of the same interview, an edited and a non-edited version. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Mark? Yeah. Oh, I believe that, Gertie. Yeah, that happens. Drown jumping in after their dog. Yep. Yeah. And you get water, that's moving like around 32, 31, 33, around there. And it's even, of course, worse. I mean, people don't realize, uh, it's not just cold water and waking up. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. Hey, Zach, how you doing? Oh, thank you. I almost went to Traverse City. Here's a little bit of a problem with Traverse City. That's the first time I ever had any interviews over there, other than with Mary. And that is that where I go over there, they don't open till 6. And it gets dark about 5:15, and it's really the light so low. It's just not good this late in the year, Yeah, it's easy to drown in cold weather, that's for sure. Like I fell through once last year. It's not like I'm a big know-it-all or anything, but believe me, I'm well aware of what can happen in ice. I'm always looking for fishermen that fell through, and I got all sorts of survival stuff. I just ordered a survival suit. It's like $780. I can actually paddle around in freezing water. It looks like a spacesuit. And I got rope, and I got like these ice augers you can throw to somebody, that kind of stuff. But I always keep my eye out in the wintertime. I go to a lot of places where I could see them. If you're a single person and you're out ice fishing, particularly in the Great Lakes where there's a lot of movement, like where I fell through last year, the worst thing happened, and that is I fell through up to around past my knees. I got soakers, and that was it because I knew where I was at and I knew how deep it was. I don't mess around with uncharted waters with ice. I don't. Oh, wow. Yeah, he could have died. He could have died. Don't like that. Yeah. Yeah, I've had pit bulls. They're good dogs, but they can be animal aggressive, and you know, I limit that chance of that happening with Daisy. I got all sorts of like life rings and warming blankets, in case I ever see it. Hand warmers. Yeah. I see these people in Detroit. Hey, Simple, I answered your question. Send me a thumbnail for that GoFundMe thing. And send me in the email too, the name of that song. For some reason, play the chat later isn't enabled. It almost looks like you got to do it every time now. So I knew you said what the song was that night, but I couldn't watch it on the replays, and I didn't really pay attention because I thought, well, I'll just watch this later. So send me a better thumbnail photo if you could in the name of that song. No, yeah. If you fall out of that, you fall out of there. You got a huge problem. Well, people don't plan on drowning. That's the thing. They don't think it's ever going to happen to them. Yeah. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Hey, T-Top. Well, that's not really true, Beefus. That's not true. I was in a lawsuit with pit bulls one time, and actually, they're one of the lesser breeds. They just get the most media attention, and 70% of the dogs that were reported in the media as being pit bulls are not even pit bulls. Hey, Graphics, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, for that GoFundMe thing. Yeah. No, if you look at pit bulls in general on the biting list, they're not even in the top 5. Oh, cats are cool. Yeah, I got bit by a shepherd one time too. Yeah. Marguerite got bit in the ass by a pit bull one time here about 5 or 6 years ago. The state police used to have a big problem. That's why you don't see the state police, at least in Michigan. You know, they used to take these dogs to these county fairs and these get-togethers across the state, and they quit doing it. It's because of them biting people. Yeah, I'm not a cat guy. I mean, I paid to have a bunch of them neutered and spayed. You know, just basically because I think it's the right thing to do. It was cheap too, like 20 or 25 bucks a cat. And I like birds, you know. Yeah, Daisy used to be a biter, but not anymore. Yeah, the Cocker Spaniels are big on the biting list. Yeah. Rottweilers are ahead of pit bulls. You know, there's just, you know, there's so much misinformation on this stuff. That's why sometimes when you watch court cases on TV and it's not the result you expected, that's because someone came in there with some facts and they brought some expert witnesses, and it was much different than what you'd heard up until then in the media. And they were acquitted or pled guilty to a lesser charge because, you know, they didn't want to be tried in the media. Yeah, there's tests you can give pit bulls on whether or not they're aggressive. I mean, I've got people to put pit bulls down twice. I told them that dog's going to cause you some big problems. Oh, Facebook? I never use Facebook. Just send it to my email. If you look on Facebook, it's Tom Reed, REED, West Branch, Michigan, and you'll see like mountains. Those are actually snow-covered piles of coal. No, it's a pain in the ass finding people on Facebook. I hate it. I never use it. I got like 3,300 things sent. I never answered. Yeah. Usually that kind of bite is different than a mauling. You know, they'll clamp down on you and they're scared, and then that's it. But you get some of these dog attacks where these dogs try to kill you. There's those people that own that Tim Hortons here, and I babysat those German Shepherds they have. And these dogs are huge, like 100 pounds, 110 pounds, and they're really friendly. But man, if those dogs ever turned on you, they'd probably eat me alive. Oh, Lipitor, good for you, JMO. Yeah, should have been on a muzzle. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, if you've got a dog that's aggressive, he should not be without a muzzle. That's true. Yeah, but I'm telling you, there are certain pit bulls that I've had 8-week-old pit bulls before wanting to throw down with another dog. They call it gameness. I mean, there's a big difference between a legit fighting pit bull and a Staffordshire Terrier. Hey, graphics, how you doing? Oh, thank you. How's it going out there? Yeah, there's not too, they've done studies on this. If you talk to people, they'll say, well, what if somebody broke in, I bet old Fido would just chew their legs off. If you don't have a dog trained to attack or an aggressive dog, which is a huge liability, the likelihood of them attacking anybody coming in your house is almost zero. That's a total myth. Dogs need to be trained to attack. Yeah, but that's a generalized statement. There's pit bulls everywhere now. It's went full circle since I was into them when I started 40 years ago. Everybody has them. They're in affluent areas. The rich have them. I mean, it's pretty easy to ascertain. And even with pit bulls, it's more animal aggression than it is people. Hey, McCall, how you doing? Hi, Kim. No, that's the right thing to do if you can't break them up. Daisy was like that at the beginning. Yeah, really. And she could bite, man. I'm telling you, big time. She'd run you down and bite you. Crazy. Yeah, but you can't have, you look at Detroit, they just have, we're Saginaw, I think. Yeah, they got a dog catcher right now that's, AK, a dog catcher right now is off work from getting attacked by a pit bull. And that's what the media said it was. Yeah, it's nuts. It's 22 here now. It was colder earlier. She would fight. Yeah, she would get, it's just like coyotes. I don't let her out the back anymore because I saw coyote prints up around the back of the porch last winter. Yeah, I mean, Daisy will fight, but boy, she'd get her ass handed to her by, they're experts at killing things. Coyotes and big dogs. Yeah, it's not happening. No, they've got some YouTube videos of cats protecting people. No, cats can really throw down. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 27? Yeah, we're 22 now. It's probably colder here. Believe it or not, that these temperatures, and you should look at this in your area as well, is where they're sensing the temperature at. Believe it or not, mine is sensed 22 miles away, which is higher and further northwest. And a lot of times, and I don't have an official thermometer, but mine reads like 5 degrees colder. And I don't know whether that's accurate or not. All I know is that I'm a long ways away from where the temperature is derived from that shows up on my computer. Oh, that's a good idea, Dave. Yeah, it's a good idea. Oh, 21. No, probably not. Yeah, the world's nuts. 34 is not bad. We were supposed to get some snow today. I was hoping we would. If we would have got a big, if there was going to be some huge waves coming out of the north and northwest, like, this is the same time of the year that Edmund Fitzgerald sunk. But, that sunk because of it looks like neglect and carelessness, not because the waves were bigger than normal. And if you look at these, you hear all these stories about wave heights. Most of them are like, exaggerations. I mean, you don't need giant waves to sink a boat. And a lot of these stories on Lake Superior are pretty far-fetched. Yeah, Cocker Spaniels are way up there, yeah. No, that's how the Hispanics are down in Detroit. Yeah, really set up a nice playground, fence the whole yard in, that kind of thing. I'll tell you another thing too. If you don't have your dog licensed and it bites somebody, your homeowners doesn't cover it. I think you were probably dreaming. Ann Arbor, and they didn't legalize it; they decriminalized it. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah, I don't think Detroit did. Ann Arbor did. Yeah. Yeah. Psilocybin, if you read though, there's some pretty good research on that now with regard to PTSD. There's a psychiatrist from Atlanta, Stacy Marks, Marks. Check her out, and it's pretty promising information on this. Yeah. No, isn't that crazy, Ravens? Yeah, one big problem with the lack of snow is insulation for birds like grouse. It's a huge problem. Rabbits. Yeah, snow's a heck of an insulator. Now, isn't that crazy? Here you are, 60 miles north of Lake Superior. I know it's nuts. I mean, even though it's a little better than it was last year, these winters are nothing. You ever go to Wawa, Ravens? Have you ever been to Wawa? Yeah, it's Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County. Yeah, well, it's too much money in it. Once these governments figured out that there were things that you could increase the tax on and nobody would do anything about it, like cigarettes and booze, gasoline. Hell yeah, man. I mean, everybody knows cigarettes are bad for you, but look at the tax and look at how much they cost because no matter what you do and no matter how much you raise it, you're still going to have a big market. I mean, it seems like they're thinking if anybody's stupid enough to use them, well, we're going to keep on selling them. Yeah, that's over on the east side of Ontario. If you went over to Sault Ste. Marie and you headed up northwest along the east side of Lake Superior, I was looking for a place over there to do some winter photography. Wawa, it's called. And I figured those northwest winds would really crash that shoreline. The problem is on the south rim of Lake Superior, it's hard to get good lake access unless you go way over to Munising or way over there, which is a long drive. Like Whitefish Point is good, but there's no place where you can sit in your car. And if it's a 25 knot wind coming out of the north or northwest, and you got to set up a tripod, first of all, it kills the batteries. Secondly, you freeze your damn ass off. So I was trying to find a place where I could sit in my car and still get some decent video, and Wawa looked like the ticket. Yeah, they are. Don't like that. Yeah. No, drugs, people live longer now than they ever did because of drugs. It's the way to go. Just ask a diabetic or someone that's on a heart medication. Yeah, really, Jago? Huh. Oh, thank you, Simile. Oh, north of Duluth. You're in a perfect area when they park those freighters for the winter. Yeah, MDMA. Yeah, that's right. Problem with that is dehydration. Oh, okay. I'll check that out, Dave. Yeah, thank you. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll look at it. Thanks. How's she doing, by the way? Did they give her any pain medications? You know, wrist fractures are complex. It's a free floating bone. It's like shoulder injuries. Rotator cuff surgery is a long rehab. Oh, that's pretty good, Simple Life. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, because she is 9. Okay. You know, max, I don't know about kids. I know with adults, you can actually take about 3,000 milligrams a day. I don't know about kids. Yeah, I mean, I don't, it's drug abuse is the problem. But I mean, like I said, people live longer now than they ever have because of drugs, particularly with chemotherapy and cancer. And, drugs are the way to go. Enbrel, Humira, anti-rheumatic drugs, biologics, insulin. Natural is a bunch of bullshit. All the people that stay natural, they don't live as long as the people that don't. That's crap. Amish apple pies and bullshit. You getting that jambalaya and all that kind of stuff down there, Simple Life? You're getting your surgery when next Wednesday? Yeah, they don't like that. Yeah. Now you know, Dave. You know, she should get some occupational therapy after that. You know, that's mainly upper extremities, the waist and above. Has that been talked about at all? Oh, Monday. Okay. No, you'll be fine. It's the way to go. Just be glad you can get it, and you good job, Frisky. And you know, you're not getting curtailed because of COVID. Yeah, get rid of her permanently if you can. Yeah, I think Beavis needs to go for good. Yeah, good catch on that. I'm gonna get rid of Beavis for good now. You're gone for good now, Beavis. Bye bye, Walkie. Bye bye. You Walkie. Bye bye, Beavis. Yeah, you'll be fine. That's the way to go. Simple Life. Besides, you don't want that to be there. You know, I mean, if there was ever something you should get surgery for, that's it. They had that surgery down anyway. Nice knowing you, Beavis. I'm sure you're used to getting kicked out of places. No, and everybody's nervous, but you'll be fine. You'll be sleeping like a baby. Yeah, me too, Mark. Yeah, I almost got rid of him a little while ago myself. You bye bye, Beavis. You bye bye. Bye, Walkie. Bye bye, Beavis. Now, if you were getting some kind of experimental surgery because you were going to die anyway, I would sympathize with you. But for what you're getting done, and at that stage, you want to get it done ASAP. Yeah. Yeah, I went down and visited some friends down in Ann Arbor. I didn't spend the night because I found out that you might be right about that, Gertie, yeah. Because they went to bed at 7:30, and I thought, God, I don't go to bed till like 2. What the hell am I going to do between now and then? Plus, I was more worried about them making noise and Daisy getting up at like 6 in the morning or some shit like that. So I thought, I'm getting out of here, which I did do. I got home about 10 last night. Yeah. No, she didn't. No, Daisy. I'm telling you, man. I know I brag about my dog, but everybody's there said how smart Daisy seemed, and I think she knows when I'm doing this. If I'm not standing up and walking towards the door, walking bye doesn't mean anything. It's like right now, like say if I want to go to, hey William, if I say, hey, you want to go Betty bye, she'll look at me. But if I don't get up, going to Betty bye doesn't mean a thing. She'll watch, and when she goes upstairs, she will wait for me. If I don't come up there in 5 minutes, uh, she'll come down. Bye, Ollie. Get lost. Nobody wants to talk to you. We don't put your name in the videos. We just want you to go away, please. Go away. Bye. Go away. They'll come around. Nobody wants you. You're an old lady that no one wants anything to do with. No, you'll be fine. Simple life. Yeah, I mean, when I see other people, like the guy's son had a beagle, and it's that bark, my God, it would drive me nuts. Yeah, it would just drive me. Daisy is like no problem. I mean, she does pee on the floor once in a while, and that's kind of my fault. And I'll tell you exactly what happens. Like, take right now. And when she was young, she'd want to stay out, even the bitter cold. She liked it. Oh, 4 days. Wow, that's for infection. That's why. They don't want you to become septic. That's why. It's not because it's like, risky, if that's what you're worried about. Now, she doesn't like staying out that much anymore now. That's what it is, because they don't want you becoming septic. If they perforated any of that lining and it gets into your bloodstream, you'll get sicker than a damn dog. Quickly, too. Perforated colonoscopies happens 1 in every 1,000. I got so lucky with Daisy. I mean, she catches on quick, other than a pee here and there. But what'll happen is she likes these like treats that I give her, and they're high in salt. So what'll happen is like she'll go out around, let's say 10. I'll screw around with YouTube. Hey, fun finding. I'll upload videos. I'll go to bed like around now, 1:30, stay up till 2:30. And she's not going to want to go out again. But then I don't go to bed till 2:30. I'm getting up like 10:30. So you're looking at like 13 hours after you ate a salty treat. And I think she just drinks water after that salty treat, and it's just little kidneys, little bladder, and she's got to pee, and because she knows she's not supposed to pee down there. I can always tell when she peed, because when I get up in the morning, she doesn't jump off the bed and want to go raring to go. She's peed on the floor. Oh, good, William. Well, congratulations. Good for you. 1.5 months. Wow. Well, really, what was that a result from, Mark? Yeah, Simple Life, you'll be fine. This is the way to go. You want me to send you something there or something? Want me to send you something if something comes to mind? Yeah, 11 days in a coma. Wow. What'd you do? Get in a car accident or something? Hey, Hangover, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. No, you're lucky you caught that in time, Simple Life. Yeah. My damn thing has been delayed. Actually, I got to go see my buddy again, if you can believe this shit. No pun intended. December 8th, and he's got to write more detailed notes up about me before I get my colonoscopy. I definitely have something going on. I'm just hoping it's not a brain tumor or something like that. I'm not too worried about colon cancer. I am overdue, but not by much. Yeah, we'll send you some stuff. Hey Rita, how you doing I sent Rita some Bengay. How's that working for you, Rita? I gave her there's some it's not Bengay, it's like Bengay though. How is that stuff working for you? Have you tried it out yet? And what's the results? If 10's the best and 0's the worst, where are you at with it? I need a report on this. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really count it as doing too much, William. I mean, I wish I could, but honestly, it was just an interest. I enjoy doing it, and just did the bare minimum courtesy. But thank you. It's just an upper scope. I think they're probably going to look for like ulcer or something like that. All right, graphic. Yeah, good. Yeah, happy holidays. Maybe that is what they call it. That could be Jable. I've never had one. Yeah, I know. There's ways you can pay out of your own pocket $100, and there's a way to skip that. The prep you can get, it's like $100, and it does it in like in 5 hours. I've got some other pills too that I was given when I went to the hospital about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what time is the surgery Monday? Do you know? Oh, okay. All right, Rita. Probably early in the morning, Simple Life, right? Well, that's supposedly I'm supposed to be able to go down there and get an upper and a lower at the same time, the same day. Believe it or not, I mean this is the doctor's wife is going to have to drive me there. Isn't that nuts? It's like an hour away, and uh, I had a referral for this in the spring, but I've been feeling shitty for a long time. But you never know what's depression and what's not. But this latest thing's definitely not depression. I haven't felt too good. I felt better. So something's going on. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. But when I got my test results back in March, they said everything was fine. I didn't even go to the referrals. It's like everything is not fine. I mean, what are you going to do when they tell you everything's fine? Your blood panels are okay. What are you going to start an argument? I mean, they can only base their treatment on what they see. Yeah, I've had some polyps before. Yeah. Oh yeah, I believe that, Ravens. Yeah, I haven't had any blood, but that's another misunderstanding. It's like when people have anal sex, like gays, and they're saying, well, there wasn't any blood. Well, it's just like in stool with colon cancer. A lot of times that blood is microscopic. Same with urinary tract infections. You have to put that under a scope and look for blood cells. It's not like you cut your finger blood. I mean, it can be, but most of the time it's not. This blood to blood transfer they talk about, like with sexual contacts and HIV and stuff like that, it's microscopic blood. You have to do a smear and you have to use a stain. You just don't see red floating around. Uh, yeah, people don't know this. Oh, one polyp, really? That is interesting. That is really, yeah, but they say that polyps, by the time they start to the time that they test positive for cancer, is 10 years. Wow, Mark. Huh. Oh, did you really, Raven? See, that would be an advanced stage. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. What did you have any memories, Mark? Yeah, right, Jabo. Yeah. Yeah. In stool, it's usually very dark. Yeah, super dark. You'd be surprised. It's funny, I've talked to maybe 10 people younger than me in the last month. You guys are going to appreciate this. And I know he's not on the internet right now. I got my buddy has a son that's autistic, and he's a really sweet kid. And, there's a different pattern of thinking. And with HIPAA now and all this bullshit, you got to be careful, even under circumstances like that. So everybody's on pins and needles. I mean, when I'm over there and I'm talking to his dad, that's a doctor, I mean, where does it switch between HIPAA and talking to a buddy compared to talking to a buddy that's also your doctor with family in the room? You see what I'm saying? 99% of the time, it's not going to mean anything. I'm certainly not going to make a complaint. But you know what I mean? That's just the state of affairs. But you're going to get a kick out of this. So last week, which would have been about a week and a half after I went to the hospital, this kid called me up who's autistic, and he said he wanted to ask me a question. And he's the sweetest, innocent person in the world. And I said, yeah, go ahead. What's the question? And he wanted to know if I was having problems going number 2. And I don't know whether he heard that there or he heard his dad talking to me on the phone. But it was so interesting and sweet. He found out about it though, and he wanted to check on me. Oh, they do. They do, Jabo. So cute. Yeah, he called up. He said, I want to ask you something. It's like, yeah, go ahead and ask me. He said, are you having problems going number 2? Oh, yeah, he was concerned. Yeah, he's so damn sweet. Yeah, he does. Yep. I know it. Yep. Oh, yeah, he does. Yep, he does. Yep. Yeah, he doesn't want problems. Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, it sure was. Yeah. But anyway, so, like I was saying, no amateur mom, but in the last month, I've had like maybe 10 people I've talked to, younger than me. I know, isn't that sweet, Rita? That have had this blood problem for a while, and they're afraid to get tested. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the truth. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Yeah. Well, the other day, like, and part of not feeling good, I ran out of gas the other day, right? A couple days ago, 3 days ago. But it was a nice day, and believe me, if it would have been a bad day and cold and dark, I wouldn't have run out of gas. But I knew I was stretching it. I told you it's a $75 limit when you fill up, and I've got a big tank. So I knew I was a little short. So I run out of gas, get out, start walking. Car pulls right over. It's like, hey, do you need a ride? So, yeah, I do. It's like they take me to the gas. They want to drive me back, but you had to go 10 miles south to turn around unless you took a chance of getting a ticket. On a police turnaround. They dropped me off. Said, no, I'll be fine. No problem. I mean, I started walking down the southbound lane. I didn't want him to take that time. It was only like a mile and a half. And another car picked me up. They weren't even getting on the expressway. And they said, "Hey, did you run out of gas?" Like, "Yeah, I did." It's like, "Well, let us take you." I said, "I'm telling you right now, it's 10 miles down. 10. It's like, "No problem, man. No, be glad to take it." So sure enough, we go down there. Both people were in beaters, old jalopies. They take me down there. So we get over. It's, "Let me give you some money." So we're not taking any money. It's like, "Yes, you are taking money." It's like, "Well, we don't need it." It's like, "Well, I don't care if you need it or not, but go buy a 6-pack or whatever you're into. Let me give you this $20." And so they finally just threw it on the seat and said, "Have a great day. Thank you. You saved me a bunch of problems." But the whole thing, from running out to going to Home Depot to buying a can to getting back, was 35 minutes. And that was like, you can figure out about 20 minutes a mile when you're walking. So it worked out like perfect. But just like you said, it restored your faith in humanity. That's exactly what happened to me. I mean, I wasn't even like hitchhiking or looking back or anything. I was all prepared to just get out there, walk, because I believed people don't pick up hitchhikers anymore. And, it wasn't that far anyway. So it was like I could have done it, but just people going out of their way to be nice. Yeah, people were really super nice people. Yeah, they were still nice people. Yeah, yeah, really nice. And but the cherry on the top to me is that they were both driving old jalopies. Oh wow, Mark, jeez. No, yeah, you're right about that, Amsterdam. Sure, yeah, you're right. Yep. No, I was surprised too. Yeah, I was surprised too. It's funny you mentioned BMW. I was in Traverse City the other day, out in front of that homeless shelter where I interviewed those 4 people. And here comes the employees are coming in. There's a big lot, and it's weird because you have to walk by like people out in front of the building to get inside, punch your code in, which I thought was strange because they do have a little aggression there sometimes. There's single women, and there's single men. It just struck me as unsafe. But anyway, they had to walk by you to get into the inside. And here a lady pulls in a new BMW. And she walked up to me and I said, and I had a camera in my hand, I said, "Hey, she was super nice." I said, "Yeah, I interview homeless people." She said, "Oh, okay. We just, hope want to make sure nobody's getting exploited and blah, blah, blah." She was super nice, but I just found it a little ironic. I guess that's probably the wrong word that you would be working in a soup kitchen. Maybe she was a volunteer. That would make more sense. Yeah, I believe that fun finding out. Hey, White Russia, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that could be too. That could be too, White Russia, yeah. Yeah, well, they're probably, I mean, this day and age, I'd probably ask the same questions. I don't really know how you exploit a homeless person with a camera in your hand, but I think she had their best interest in mind. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? That could be it, White Rush. You might be right about that. Yeah. I go over there all the time, but that's the first time I ever ran into homeless. I'm doing pretty well. Get some nice cold weather here. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Yeah, well, it's all over there. I mean, I don't think there's any skill to what I do. I encourage people, if you like that kind of stuff, do it yourself. It's fun. But if you do it, and you're going to start a YouTube channel, do not mention drugs. Yeah, you might be right about that fun finding. Yeah, fun finding. Yeah. Hey, Duana. Oh, really, Duana? I have been tested. Yep, I have. Yep. I don't have that. No, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Something though. And let me tell you too. I've been really tired, big time. I mean, there's something seriously wrong. Traditionally, I've had problems with sleep. But about a week ago, one night I slept. This is not after doing anything. I slept 15 hours. Today I slept 14, and I guarantee you, when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to go right to sleep, which is like super rare for me. And I bet I'll sleep 10, and I never do that. I mean, I am like tired when I go to bed. And for a solid week, I've had the craziest dreams, scariest, weirdest dreams. I can tell you what was in the dream last night. This shows you the crazy way your mind thinks. I was dreaming that I was on this wooden dock and Daisy was with me. And she jumped down into it looked like a giant ice cube tray where there were, just like a giant ice cube tray. And Daisy was swimming like a swimmer. You know how they turn around on the walls? And I can remember this vividly. You know how, like, when you're underwater and you're swimming, like a girl's hair is slicked back while they're doing the strokes. And I could see Daisy's hair like slicking back when she stroked her legs. And she was like going on all four sides. It was maybe like 4 feet by 4 feet. And she'd go and she'd like go to one side, go to the other. And she was like exercising. And I was remember freaking out. And there was a rope, and I like slid down the rope to this big giant ice cube tray. And I remember hurting my hands. And I got down there and I ran over there because I thought Daisy's going to drown. And it was ice. And Daisy was under the ice. All these things were frozen. And she was under this ice, like exercising. It's crazier now. Yeah, I don't know. It could be. Yeah, it could be an ulcer. Yeah, it could be. But I've had nightmares for a solid week. Yeah, weird. Oh, okay, fun funny. Oh, okay. No, I had a bunch of detailed ones. The other nights I was had one where they were on these Trojan horses, and they were like had tusks like elephants, and they were kicking like real high. They were raising up on their front feet. And I remember they were almost knocking the branches off at 100-foot tall oak tree. It's so nuts. I've had a solid week of crazy dreams. Let me tell you this. Every single night, every single day I woke up, it was like, God damn, am I glad that was a dream. And here's another thing too. Yeah, interpret it, will you? Another thing too is when I get up, like after, let's say, 8 hours, I'm like super dead ass tired. And it feels like all my joints are sunburned. Feels like my joints are sunburned. That's how I would describe it to you. Oh, really, White Russia? I don't know what in the hell it is. No, it hasn't been. I have like wine at Dragon's Milk. It's not. It hasn't been. Believe me, every night I have changed up whatever it was, hoping that, oh yeah, that's it. Well, I'll make sure I don't do that again before I go to bed. But I think it's tied into this crazy exhaustion that I've had. Yeah, I don't know what I'm. I know it sounds nuts, but like I don't stress out about this stuff. Not at this age. If I say all the time, if I was dating Miss America and I was a pro football quarterback and I was 25, I'm sure I'd be shitting bricks. But at this stage of the game, I mean, what do I got? Like another 10, 15 years? I mean, it isn't like you don't know shit and you haven't experienced life. So, if something like that happens, it happens. But I'm not worried about it like I would be when I was like scared to death of death as a 20-year-old. I'm more worried about an inconvenience and a hassle than I am about dying. Oh, that might be it too, man. Yeah, I don't think that hasn't occurred to me, Simple Life. Yeah, I know that too. Yeah, sorry about that, Mark. Shit, I don't know what the hell it is, man. Believe me. Yeah, I don't really have, but I don't get anything done anymore, man. I used to be the most like organized guy. I'm a total slob now. I don't get shit done. My reading has dropped off. I can't finish projects. Honest to God, I don't even think I'm capable of working. I was just thinking today, maybe I'll go get a CDL. I don't want to drive like a semi, but I wouldn't mind driving like I'd like to drive a delivery truck, like where I went 200 miles somewhere, dropped off something, and turned around and came back. I don't want to be driving an 18 wheeler and putting up with that bullshit. I don't want to like be delivering chips either, where I got to stop every 5 minutes. I want to like take a heart or a liver or a load of whitefish or something 200 miles away and turn around and come back. Yeah, I got someone to take me. Yeah, the doctor's wife, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting tons of rest, man. I've been tired as hell. I'm not kidding you. Yeah. I mean, people say, and it's true, uh, but to me, like the stuff that I do with YouTube, I don't really consider that like legit work. You know what I'm saying? People say, well, how the hell? Like I drove to Ann Arbor yesterday. That was what 380 miles round trip, 350. I don't, I mean, I do get a little tired, but I'm talking about legitimate work, like getting something really done. I don't think I could do it anymore, man. My house cleaning sucks. I got like a million projects I can't finish. But Daisy is good. I mean, Daisy's a good dog. I'm definitely glad that I have Daisy. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want some bust ass job though where I can't like have fun. The perfect job for me would be driving my own vehicle. And once I get it dropped off, I can like sign off. Because I don't want to just be going to A to B and B to C and not being able to take photos and videos. I'm willing to like do like part-time delivery, but nothing heavy. I don't want to be like unloading a bunch of bullshit, waiting, getting there at 5 in the morning to drop it off. None of that. No, I haven't lost weight. No, that's one thing I have not lost. Nope. Nope. Which you're right is a big, huge key. Did you lose any weight, Simple Life? No, I don't get anything done anymore, John. It's unbelievable. For the last 5 years, honest to God, no, I'm not losing weight. No. For the last 5 years, I don't finish any projects. I get extensions on my income tax. I don't even work. I'm halfway done painting a room I started in July. I mean, if I go to like polish shoes, I may get one done. I'm constantly starting over. Did you really? Wow. I don't get anything done. Really. And I'm thinking, well, maybe if I took like a job, the PI stuff is a hustle, man. You got to go after the work. And I don't want to do PI work anymore. I don't want to do any early morning work. I don't want 12-hour days of surveillance. And I don't want to kiss somebody's ass to give me the job to begin with. I don't even think I'm going to renew my PI license. Oh, cool. That's cool. At Brickwood. Good, John. Yeah, I don't get anything done, John. Oh, good, Simple Life. Oh, did you amateur mom? Oh, okay. Hot shot jobs? Yeah, what is that? I've even, I even do like certain volunteer work. Here's another thing too. This is on my mind a little, not a lot. There's a difference. And honestly, it's this COVID bullshit. This COVID shit is ramping up through the roof. I mean, they're about ready to call the National Guard in on some states. Did you guys know this? Michigan's the worst state now for COVID. And I'm thinking to myself, let me give you an example. I was going to go to Walmart tonight and get some. I've lived here 10 years. Even when I lived in Chicago, I never used a dishwasher. But I'm realizing now, I leave my goddamn dishes in the thing for 3 days. And it's like, well, maybe you ought to start using your dishwasher. I mean, after all, that's what it's for. And I go over to people's house and they just need a plate or something. They just grab it out of the dishwasher. So I'm thinking maybe that'll help my unorganized ass. Like, I'll at least just stick them in the dishwasher and turn it on before I go to bed, rather than let them sit in the sink. This is how my life is like turning into. And then I thought to myself, you are really stupid to go up to Walmart right now. It's this Black Friday bullshit. Yeah, you do have the shot, but it's not so much dying. It's if like I got really sick and I got Daisy and like I am screwed, man. I don't really have anybody to like do things. So, and that's what I worry about a little bit. So I'm thinking, just for help with hospital tasks, believe it or not, because of people not showing up to work and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just thinking, maybe I shouldn't go down. And I didn't go down to Walmart. Yeah, I could do it, but it's not that I couldn't do that, but it's just like, how it is. Like, where do they put it, and if they're doing it right? And there's no reason for me not to be doing my own stuff, Simple Life. Yeah, that Morth variant. I got a email from my doctor buddy. That African version. They say if that shit hits over here, Europe is thinking of canceling all travel from Africa. No more airline flights in and out. I wasn't going to bring that up, but yeah, this new variant of this COVID is worse than anything out there. Yeah, yeah, John. Yep. Well, I know that Michigan isn't in a state of emergency, but I know the governor just used some kind of weird law to get 2 hospitals help from being overburdened. No, I know, Jabo. Yep, you're right. Yeah, but honestly, I mean, I don't think I have a terminal disease. You know why? Because I haven't got shit done in 5 years. It could be depression, but I don't think so. And I would agree with you up until this hospital visit 3 weeks ago and this sleeping 15 hours a day and shit like that. No, you'd have to be out of your damn mind to travel down there. It is bad, Jabo. It is, yeah. Oh, this new variant. Let me look on, I have that on here. I can tell you about it. I'll tell you exactly what it is because he sent me a thing on it earlier. Hold on, I'll tell you. Right here. World races to contain new COVID threat. The Omicron variant. Omicron variant. This just came out today, the 26th at 2:45 a.m. Brussels, nearly 2 years into the COVID-19 pandemic, the world raced Friday to contain a new coronavirus variant, potentially more dangerous than the one that has fueled relentless waves of infection on every continent. The World Health Organization panel named the variant Omicron and classified it as a highly transmissible virus of concern, the same category that includes a predominant Delta variant, which is still a scourge, driving higher cases of sickness and death in Europe and parts of the United States. It seems to spread rapidly, Joe Biden said. Now, hang on here. The actual risks are not understood, but early evidence suggests it carries an increased risk of reinfection compared with other highly transmissible variants. This is the World Health Organization. In response to the variant's discovery in southern Africa, the United States, Canada, Russia, and a host of other countries joined the European Union in restricting travel from visitors from that region where the variant brought on a fresh surge of infections. The White House said the U.S. will restrict travel from South Africa and 7 other countries in the region beginning Monday. Biden issued a declaration later Friday making the travel prohibition official, with exceptions for U.S. citizens and permanent residents for several other categories, including spouses and other close family. This has been seen in travelers in Belgium, Hong Kong, Israel, as well as Southern Africa. Yeah, so this is a big deal. No, I know that. It seems like that, doesn't it, Simple Life? Yeah. Yeah, I'd like a brick oven pizza right now. No, really, wearing a mask is the way to go, for sure. Yeah, I thought that too, but I don't have monoshare. No, I don't have it. No, I never had it. No. But I thought the same thing. It's funny you should say that. I wish I had something simple like mono. Yeah. Don't you get mono through kissing? Yeah. Well, I definitely don't have mono. Now, if you get it through jacking off, I've got mono. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a good question, Dwana. Yeah. I don't know for sure. I think you can get reinfected easier. Yeah, right, Roxanne. Yeah. Yeah, you'll see a big wipe. I'll wipe my brow if that's what the doctor tells me. It's like, Tom, we've checked all your medical records and your blood work came back. You do not have colon cancer. There's no pancreatic cancer. You don't have any markers for any kind of inflammation that would suggest cancer in any other part of your body. You don't have brain cancer. And the only conclusion we've come up with is that you're jacking off too much. Have a good night, Simple Life. Don't worry about Monday. Try and enjoy the weekend. If you're gonna have a filet mignon, I'd do it tomorrow. Oh yeah, pesto and garlic pizzas, that'll be good. As it turns out, if you've got intestinal tract problems, garlic is one of the worst things you can eat. Did you know that? Some kind of chemical reaction. Yeah, crazy. Yes, yep. Garlic, no kidding. I mean, it's good for you if you're healthy, but if you've got like a upper GI problem or lower GI, yeah, that's one of the first things they tell you not to eat, garlic. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. I don't know. They just said don't eat it. There's some chemical in it. There's a lot of things like that. There's a lot of medications, that are canceled out. You can drink all the orange juice you want, but you cannot drink. There's a chemical in grapefruit juice. It'll negate all the medicinal effects of pharmaceuticals. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You look on the warnings on medications, it's not uncommon. They tell you do not drink grapefruit juice. No, John. Yeah, but no, you're If you don't have a problem, you're all right. It's good for you if you're healthy. Let me tell you about the brick oven pizza thing. I knew guys, some Greeks that owned a chain of about 20 restaurants. This was like 35 years ago. They had the brick oven pizza. You know, you go in there, you see the oak or the cherry wood on the side, and they're flipping the pizzas. It's very marketable. They all switched to natural gas. California Pizza Kitchen, which has tons of locations, great pizzas. They did the same thing. Wood was just a pain in the ass. They all switched to natural gas. The Angry Oven, this place up in St. Helens that has the good pizza that I go to, started out with wood, switched to natural gas. So I'm just telling you, everybody I know that went that way, it's a sexy, cool, marketable, attractive way to make pizzas. But everybody I know that did that eventually switched to natural gas. No, I don't drink enough water either. No, I don't drink enough water. It's a big problem with me. I think you can get away with it when you were young. Yeah. Yeah, I probably drink too much coffee and, I'm burning the candle at both ends. Oh, tree work. Oh, that's cool. I've wondered that sometimes, John, how long it took him to figure out which woods worked and which didn't, like apple, cherry, hickory, mesquite. If you tried to smoke something in pine, man, you'd kill yourself. Stuff smoked with wood tastes so much better. Anything, even vegetables. Yeah, water is life. You got that right. What's your body like? 70% water or something like that? You can get lost in the woods. You can go without eating, but boy, you can't go without drinking. Yeah, all good. Yeah, I did that all summer long. Uh, Maybe that's my problem. Oh, firewood? Yeah, but I think now I'm not sure of this. I'm not exactly sure which wood they're using in those pizza ovens. I would assume that it would be like mesquite, cherry, apple. I don't know if they're, you know, but those are pretty well vented. So, I mean, if you're not using the wood for the flavor, what's the sense of using wood? Why wouldn't, I mean, heat is heat. Why the hell wouldn't you just use natural gas? No, pine, no, I know. But you'd wonder, like, how it looked, how long it took for people. They just cooked in pines. Like, this sucks. We ruined this big cut of meat, But it's crazy how wood could make meat taste so much better. Oh, do you, Ravens? Now, what woods do you generally use? Yeah, but it doesn't. But not the water that you would generally drink, David. Monster drinks will give you a heart attack. Too much sap, creosote. That's it. Creosote. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, smoke flavor. Yeah. Oh, it is applewood. Okay. Oh, you don't, Mark? Is that just because you don't like it? Yeah, cherry's good. Those are the ones I use. Cherry, mesquite, uh, hickory, and what's the other one I use? Cherry, mesquite, hickory. I forget the other one. It wasn't oak though. Oh, okay. But even vegetables, it tastes so damn good. You know. Yeah, you're right, John. Yeah. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. Those convective ovens work pretty good too. Not that I remember, Sharon. No, no, no. I don't think it's. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, I'm kind of glad that I'm symptomatic for something other than, just being depressed, getting these tests and them all coming back okay. I mean, it sounds weird that, a blockage at a hospital would be positive, but I'm hoping that, whether I got diverticulitis or irritable bowel syndrome or an ulcer or whatever the hell it is, I'm just actually looking forward to somebody saying, hey, look, you got to quit doing this or do more of that or take this medication for a year or whatever, rather than everything looks fine, because everything has not been fine in quite a while. Oh, okay. Okay, Cam. Oh, really, John? Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on the meat. Yeah. Yeah. But I noticed this summer, like when I did steaks, even corn on the cob, whatever, mushrooms, so much better with wood. You think so, amateur man? What would cause that though? Acidic gut? Why? Why would I just get that all of a sudden? And what do you do for it if that's it? Yeah. Well, why did I get that all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm not really stressed out though. I don't have anything to be stressed about other than not getting anything done. Diverticulitis, yeah. Oh wow. Was it pain before the surgery and that's why you got it, Erica? Oh really, William? Huh? Oh, process. Yeah, I hope I don't have that. Well, I hope whatever it is, and I don't have to quit drinking coffee or something. Hope it's not too bad. No, you're probably right on that, amateur mom. Yep. Yeah, I'd say that's true. Something like that. Yep. Not all of a sudden. You just feel it now. Yep. I don't have any energy either, Dave. I felt so shitty. I just bought all the, yeah, bloat. Yep. Oh, really, Erica? Yeah, I wouldn't say it was ever painful. I do get bloating though a lot lately. Yeah, I just hope it's something like, fixable and I don't need to eat goddamn rabbit pellets the rest of my life. That's growth hormone, Raven's treasure. Growth hormone. That's one of the big culprits from lack of energy. Yeah, crazy. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't, well, I hope to find out though soon. No, that's T's fine. Nope. I thought that too. No, it's in the normal range. Yeah, I hope it's fixable. I mean, I just, but I'm willing to do anything. I mean, believe me, man, my little quality of life sucks. I'm willing to do everything, anything. They said, well, quit drinking coffee. Yeah, we'll quit doing it. And I'd have bitched and moaned about it when I didn't have these kind of symptoms. But man, the stuff that I don't get done in just my irritable, cranky, bitchy mood, I'm willing to like drop meat or, whatever. Yeah, I try and drink a lot of water. White blood count, good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Yeah, coffee, a lot of antioxidants. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, I drink coffee. I mean, I don't think I go crazy on it, but I hope I don't have to quit that. If I had to quit drinking alcohol, no problem. I even did quit drinking it for a few weeks just to see if it helped. It didn't. So it didn't help. So I started drinking it again. Why wouldn't you? You know, shit. I tried quitting eating meat, quit alcohol, gluten, all this shit. I've done everything possible. Yeah, that's how I am, John. Yeah, that's two of us. Like a fog all the time. Yeah, no corn. Yeah, probably right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, John. Yeah, it's true. Well, I haven't had any in probably 6 weeks, but I ate the hell out of corn this summer. I didn't have any problems then. But I'm right in my stomach, like right where your breastbone is. I got like a little bit of a stomach ache when I get up in the morning. Yeah, me too, Jabo. Yeah, I should drink more water. Yeah, I don't like yogurt that much. I bought some apple juice. You know, I bought this big ass thing of this stone pressed apple juice or whatever for fiber. Big son of a bitch, like 2 gallons. You know, I had to change the shelf of my refrigerator so it could fit. You know, that goddamn thing had a pinhole leak in the bottom of it. And that, I bet 3 ounces leaked out and like ran down the sides of everything. Man, you could have stuck super glue in there and it wouldn't have been as sticky as it was with that damn thing leaking over a 2 week period. Hey, what's this car doing out here? Kind of weird. They better not be messing around with my kayak. Good girl. Really, Jabo? Hey, Shaniqua. No, I don't know who that is. Nobody ever parks out there like that. I don't know who it is. Probably going to murder the neighbors or something. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, it does? You know, I bought all that stuff like Miralax. Another guy told me lemon juice and some Colesk, and I didn't even take him one of them. How you been, Shaniqua? Probably be on one of these crime shows now. Yeah, yeah, it's weird. Oh, are you? You working much? Hey, Sandy. Good. How you doing? Yeah, I never tried that drifter. Give it a try. Well, I think I'm going to go to, yeah, it's at you. Well, I think I'm going to go to Betty Bye, you guys. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll be on tomorrow for sure. Oh, good for you, Shaniqua. Good. I'm going to see if I can get Daisy to go out. Good night, Jeff. Hey, Nina. So, I would say, Nina. All right, Shaniqua, good to hear from you. Happy holidays. Yeah, take care, Drifter. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I had a good one. Went down to Ann Arbor and back. Good night, Kim. See you, Mark. Glad you made it out of that nightmare. You too, Jabo. Yeah, see you, Jeff. Night, Rita, if you're still out there. Yeah, sorry about that, Lisa. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll come on tomorrow at 10. Good night, John. Yep, you too. Good luck with the pizza oven. All right, see you, amateur mom. Daisy, you want to go out and do a pee-pee, honey? One more pee-pee? See you, Penny. Want to go pee-pee, son? Yeah, I'm going to check that out, Dave. I sure will. Thank you. Yeah, 10 p.m., Lisa. Promise you. That's when I'll go on tomorrow. Yep. Good night, Ravens. Daisy, you want to go pee-pee, honey? Go pee-pee, honey?